LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion advised. Now, here's LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191. With Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
What? Are you insane?
All right. Hey, Jessica. Jessica.
I'm here.
You're 14.
Uh-huh.
All right. I don't like your attitude. I'll move on. I'm just punching the next line. Jessica can hang on for a little while longer.
No. Here we go.
Don't touch that screen, Drew.
Freaks you out.
Drew, don't touch it. It's like his hand entered another dimension. We got some NEC technology in here. It's the... like I said before, I know that Westwood 1 has a very strict policy about letting anything in the building that was built after 1971, and I'm sure this was in some sort of
closet.
No, I was gonna say like quarantine while the crack staff at Westwood 2 went over it to make sure it was okay to bring it in. They don't trust this. They call it black magic.
Yes.
Computers, DAT machines, CD players, things like that. Don't touch it, Drew. You're scaring me. Well, we got a new screen. David.
David?
Oh, boy.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm pretty good, but I'm kind of confused.
All right, what's up?
I have a neuromuscular disorder.
Which one?
They diagnosed it as progressive spastic paraparesis.
Okay.
And they did a muscle nerve biopsy. And my nerve endings, the coatings, is wearing off.
Yeesh.
So they put me on Valium and Baclofen.
Okay.
And they also put me on the TENS unit to control the pain in the leg.
Horrible. Yeesh.
Let me jump in for a second here and explain the difference between real calls and bogus calls. Bogus calls aren't chocked full of specific information.
Right.
Usually, like when I first heard,
straight to the detail.
No, you're already there.
No, you're fine, David. When I first heard David's voice, I thought, oh, he's
making it out.
He's making this guy's pulling their crank.
Oh, no.
But the second he got into all the specific detail, you know, immediately, because usually Drew asks one question. Oftentimes, what year were you born? And they stammer for 20 minutes, and then they round into decades. I was born in the
around the 70s. Around the 70s. But David, spastic paraparesis is really just a description.
Do they call it paraparesis?
Yeah.
Did a spastic guy name it?
No, paraparesis is
paraparesis refers to your lower leg.
Right. Paraparesis is paralysis of both lower extremities.
So you got paralysis of the paraparesis?
It's spastic. It's
spasticity. What it is, the nerves are going weak.
Yeah.
And the muscles in the hips and knees have gone weak.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, it's like you're an old German Shepherd or something.
Yeah. And
baby.
And the nerve ending coatings is wearing off.
What's the question? You mean so you have a demyelinating disease? So the myelin coating is coming off. Is that right?
Right. So
is this bad, Drew?
Yeah.
So eventually I'll wind up in a wheelchair permanently. But
do you have any other medical problems?
No.
Okay. What's your question tonight?
Okay, I got a penile implant.
Because of the paraparesis?
Yes, it interfered with it.
Okay.
Once I would go to perform, I would lose it.
Okay.
But now, when I go to have my orgasms, instead of it coming out, it's backing up, and it comes out in my urine.
So you're getting retrograde ejaculation, that's called.
Well, does it feel good?
Sometimes it does, and other times it's frustrating.
Well, I'd just prefer it not come out. I mean, if it felt okay.
We had that guy who used to push on his...
they're guys who take their index finger and put it halfway up their ass just so nothing comes out of their penis. I got to tell you, I'd save myself $4,000 or $5,000 a year in paper towels if I had this problem. The drapery alone, Drew, having to be sent out almost on a daily basis. So, but David, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you have a speech impediment? And is that connected? That's in no way connected to the paralysis?
Yes, it is slow learning vision problems, speech problems.
Okay, so you have a generalized demyelinating disorder of some type, huh?
Yeah.
And it has created a spastic paraparesis in the lower extremities.
Correct.
What is your overall illness? Is it MS?
Huh?
Is it multiple sclerosis?
No, they put it under the muscular dystrophy.
Muscular dystrophy, okay. All right.
And,
all right.
David, so you've always had this?
Yeah.
Yes, from
You're
birth.
born with that?
Yeah.
And it progressively gets worse.
So he's getting spastic paraparesis on top of his muscular dystrophy, I see.
Has Jerry Lewis been able to do anything at all for you?
They just started a gene study on my family.
Okay.
So they got the genes from everybody in the family, and they're checking the healthy ones and the sick ones. And the ones with the bad genes, they're going to isolate the gene and find out what's missing in the...
Okay. Let me tell you, that's my plan for the United States in a more overall way. I'd like to start isolating what I call the bad genes.
The bad pool.
The bad seeds, and working on them. Oh, David, it sounds like your life has been hell.
Yeah, so got one... my main question is, the doctor wants to put me on a pill that will...
Viagra?
I believe that's what it is, to make the orgasm goes forward.
Oh.
But I also have a spastic bladder.
Yeah. Hey, work with the urologist on this, okay, David? There are medications that can help you, but I mean, as you know, this is a generalized neuromuscular disorder, and it's going to affect nervous function, such as erection and ejaculation, I'm sure.
All right, let's just all just take a moment of silent thanks for not being spastic, not having this disease, not having the retrograde ejaculation or being confined to a wheelchair. Oh,
and the muscular dystrophy,
I couldn't imagine.
You know, it progresses, and these will be, you know, for somebody with this, it's nice to have these kinds of concerns, because then it becomes about issues of breathing and cardiac
I'm
function.
pissed because I can't dunk a basketball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's the beauty of life. I can be upset that I could just touch the rim, and maybe I could, like, take a tennis ball and push it through, but I can't dunk, and Spud Webb, who's 5'2", can jam, and I'm really pissed about that.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right, shall we start the show, Drew?
Shall we?
Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number, 310-854-4455. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. James Lesure is here. He is from For Your Love. This is a sitcom that was on, I think it was on NBC. It's moved to WB. We had Debbie Pfeiffer and Holly Robinson on the TV show from this show. Do you remember that, Drew?
No.
Okay. I can't remember it either, but Ann told me.
Okay.
No, I remember them coming on. I think Debbie Pfeiffer came on the radio show.
Okay.
And I know Holly Robinson came on the...
TV.
Yeah, because she told us that story about Shaq.
Oh, okay, I remember now. Yes.
All right, so James is here, and he'll be in here in just a few minutes to talk about For Your Love. And Drew's going to be on Oprah.
Probably, if we can work it out here.
He's going to be on Oprah Friday morning.
Yeah,
and,
I don't know when they're going to film that.
When did the wheels come off her show? What are you doing on that show?
That's desperation time, isn't it?
No kidding.
Well, here's one
You're going to be on with at least a
12 other
panel
people.
of 14.
Oh, yes, no
at
doubt.
least.
Yeah. But here's the deal. They want to know, does Mr. Clinton's behavior and Hillary's response to it, or lack of response to it, affect young people? So I would like to hear from our callers, from our listeners, to know if there is, and if you really believe it is affecting you or your culture, or how your peers behave, that sort of thing. Let me know, because I need some ammunition to go in there on Friday morning with. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Who else are you going to be on there with?
50 other people. Who knows?
Okay.
I know it's not going to be.
But you're going to be on Oprah.
Yeah, it works out.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see here.
They didn't ask about me at all.
Next, they literally said that this will be just, they sort of apologize that it's going to be a panel of 20, and next time you will come on with me, and there'll be a much more committed show.
Mm-hmm. There's not going to be next time.
Yeah, sure.
They're all going to pay. Jessica.
Yeah.
You're 14.
Yeah. I have a question. It might relate to both of you guys, but back when I was, just a newborn and everything, my grandma, I think she's an alcoholic, but she's not any longer.
You mean she's in recovery?
She died last summer.
Yeah.
She's in recovery?
No, she's been fully recovered. She's in Alcoholics Anonymous.
Okay, she's in recovery.
But my mom believes that she taught me how to do some kind of sexual action. I think it's some sort of masturbation. I've never really looked into it at all, and I still have the habit and everything. And
what do you do?
Your mom believes your grandmother taught you this technique when you were young, and she was drunk.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, it's not sticking fingers anywhere or anything like that, but it's right in between my inner thighs and my abdomen. And if I press like really hard right there, it gets, it's nice and it feels good and things. So I don't know what it is at all.
Why does your mother know you do this?
Oh, did I? Oh, I'm sorry. Ann's right. I said Debbie Pfeiffer. I should have said Dee Dee Pfeiffer. Yeah, I wrote it down wrong. I knew that was her name.
She doesn't. I haven't really talked to her at all about it.
You're confusing me.
Here's what happened. Here's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing Jessica's grandmother did something weird or let somebody do something weird to Jessica's mother, and she's sort of projecting something.
But why would Mom, if she didn't know what Jessica does, why would Mom walk up and say, you're doing something weird?
Well, because sometimes I've, like, watching TV shows or something in the living room, I get away with it, like under the blankets or something in the living room, and, she's like, oh, are you doing something weird? And I'm like, oh, no, of course, and I didn't.
You were living with your grandmother?
No, I live with my mom right now, and I think it must have been, if I went over to her house or something.
Hey, all right, hold on, Drew, quiet down. Let me get to the bottom of this. Where's your dad?
They're separated. He lives down in Southern California.
Mm-hmm. What about your grandfather?
He lives with my grandma.
So they're still together.
Mm-hmm.
Has your mom ever said anything about somebody doing something to her, like her mother or her father when she was younger?
Yeah, when she was 8 years old.
What happened?
By her father molested her, I think.
Of course.
All right, okay.
All right. Now, listen, all you a-holes out here who think Drew's the smart one and I'm the dumb one, please. He reads JAMA once a year, and he's a genius. I know what's going on in the minds and the hearts of today's youth, Drew.
Did the grandpa do something to you, do you think?
No, I don't think so.
No, but the mom does. But I don't know why the mom dropped you off over there.
That's weird.
If, that's what she thinks was going on. But I'm saying this is Mama's thing.
Right.
This is left over.
But Jessica does do something kind of funny, right?
Huh?
Are you uncomfortable with what you're doing there, Jessica?
Well, it's like I don't even know what it is. I've grown up with it, and I've done it all my life, and
you sort of push on your crotch?
Yeah, that's what it is.
And it feels good?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, can you fax in how that works? Because I may try that later on. And do you have an orgasm?
I don't really know. I've never gotten into those types of things or anything. So.
All right, but you can't stop yourself from doing it, even when your mom's hovering around?
Well, yeah, and I just hide it. She doesn't even know that I'm doing it, but I just hide it.
Well, apparently she's questioned you on it a few times, so the part about her not knowing that you do it is kind of out the window.
Yeah.
Why would she question you on it if she doesn't know you're doing it, which was Drew's question 20 minutes ago?
Oh, well, it's just, she sees when we're in the living room and the blankets moving around.
All right.
Right, she knows you're doing something.
Yeah,
just don't do it
What do you
around
think
her.
she needs, a miner's helmet and a canary? She knows what's going on under there. You're doing it in front of her. You're rolling around with the blanket over you.
And
Probably watching Renegade or one of those other shows.
I told her different, so she believes me. But
all right, Jessica, but you don't think anybody did anything to you as a kid?
Well, I don't think so.
Okay,
no.
good.
All right, but
if that's what you believe, good. We're stopping there.
The point is that it's an awfully traumatic environment that she was in. Anyway, my grandma's an alcoholic. Dad abused the mom. Mom was serving up her daughter to her abusive dad. And I was thinking about this the other day, and kids just stop developing at the point at which they get traumatized. And sexual abuse or living in a traumatic environment is traumatizing.
Yeah.
And so if you get stuck around age 5, it's all primitive preoccupations about genitalia and things that you get stuck with.
Jessica sounded like she was stuck somewhere, maybe 79.
Oh yeah.
Was she born then? Oh, for
long
Christ's
after
sake.
that.
I was in the 10th grade.
She's born in 85.
Listen, here's a tip for all mamas, by the way. If your daddy tried to F you,
keep away.
Maybe you shouldn't be dropping off the daughter over at the daddy's place, over at Grandpa's place for the weekend. That's a tip. I don't even have kids, but I'm going to go way out on a limb and say, do not look at that as a neighborhood that you got your ass kicked in. Would you want your kid riding their bike through that neighborhood? No. You tell them to steer clear of it. Why? You got your ass kicked in it. Don't bring them back to that. Oh, boy. Carly.
Yeah.
You're 15.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Did you say hold on?
What?
What's going on, I said?
Oh, I thought you said hold on.
We're having difficulty tonight. Drew.
Drew, have you ever heard of a birth control pill called orthotricycline?
Yeah.
It said that you shouldn't take it if you have cholestatic jaundice of pregnancy.
Yes.
What is that?
It's nothing you have, I guarantee it.
Because when I was little, when I was born, I was
No.
She had jaundice when she was born?
Carly, that has nothing.
How do you know she doesn't have it?
Because cholestatic jaundice of pregnancy is the pregnant woman's biliary tract becoming sludgy and slowing down. And in all birth control pills, you'll see that, typically.
So, so what did it say?
She had jaundice of infancy, which is a normal thing.
Did you have jaundice?
Yeah.
Not you, wacko. You, Drew.
I don't know if I did, but it's very common.
Oh, okay.
Very common.
Nice elusive answer. You didn't have.
I might have. No,
you
I
did not.
I might have. It's a common thing. You see the kids under the big bright lights they put them under when they're born. That's to break down the hemoglobin byproducts, the bilirubin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, let's just keep the fries there holding warm. Carly?
Yeah.
All right. Is that it with you and your question?
Well, I had another question too, actually.
What?
Do you know how I can get my mom to stop being like way overprotective?
Didn't we talk to someone like you last night?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Not me.
No, but someone the same question.
Are you screwing up?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, she's just like way overprotective.
Are you a virgin?
Yeah.
What kind of grades you get in school?
A's, B's.
A's and B's?
Mm-hmm.
Smoke pot?
No.
Smoke cigarettes?
No.
Chew tobacco?
No.
Smoke a pipe?
No. I don't smoke anything.
You ever hung out with any merchant marines?
No.
No. All right. So it sounds like you're a pretty good girl, right?
Well, yeah.
All right. Do you have a dad?
No.
Where's he?
Well, they kind of had this deal. My mom's first kid got taken away from her.
Why?
She got pregnant out of marriage, and her mom forged a signature on the adoption papers and had the adoption agency take her away from her.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so, when she, like, moved away, she had, like, this big void in her, and she wanted a kid. So she had me.
So she's acting this all out, all her guilt and all the heavy stuff on you.
Yeah. Whenever you're there to fill a void.
Yeah. It's not good.
My parents were the opposite. They were too full when they had me and my sister.
They were the void.
No, there's no void. They're filled to the top. They had their own problems and their own crap, and the kids just, all we could do is just hang on the side. Oh, I wish there was a void in my family. Drew?
Yeah.
Was there a void that you filled in your family?
I'm sure we all do.
All right. So, Carly's, oh boy. What do you suggest?
That she become assertive with her mom, and that she develop a system of some sort of reward. And I suggested last night that she get a trusted adult who's the mom of somebody she knows, that she can, sort of help as a liaison to help the mom be more reasonable and be more healthy. So.
I don't remember that. Sarah.
Yep.
You're 15.
Yep.
By the way, when I was saying that last night, you were going, all right.
Oh, well, that was 45 minutes into your speech. Sarah?
Yeah?
You're 15. You want to make a comment about Clinton that Drew's going to bring with him to Oprah.
Yeah.
Friday. Yeah. He'll never get a word in edgewise, by the way. He'll be right in between Shecky Green and Mother Love, and he'll never get a word in. I know how these panel shows work.
Yeah. I think Clinton is just a big asshole. And I don't know anybody that really cares anything about him and, like, my friends and stuff. So I don't know why it would affect the young people.
What if Hillary had said, you know what, that's unacceptable behavior, I'm leaving you?
That would have been cool.
That would have been a good thing.
Yeah.
So maybe her not doing something affects you.
Maybe, I don't know.
Would it affect how you conduct yourself in relationships?
Well, maybe the reason she thinks he's a big a-hole is because of the way he's been conducting himself.
I understand that, but it's sort of, she believes, therefore, it doesn't matter to me, and I'm not concerned with him.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
So do you think it would have been a positive step for Hillary to take to dump him, therefore sending a message to the young women of the nation not to tolerate these sort of shenanigans?
Yeah, of course, dude, because that's not right.
So that would have been cool.
Yeah.
So you're disappointed in her reaction.
Yeah, because she shouldn't take this crap from him. If he's really done this, she should just leave and take Chelsea with her.
Do your friends feel that way?
Yeah, they don't care about Clinton anymore. They think he's just a stupid jerk.
All right.
Right.
Fair enough. Thanks for coming.
Remember growing up with the whole Nixon thing.
Yeah, it sounds very familiar.
About the right age.
Sounds very familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially when you're hanging around with the hippie.
Zorback.
My mom's hanging out with the Zorback and Happy and Sunshine, and I was about ready to tape plastic explosives to myself and storm the White House at 9. When was that? Like 74, 73?
Yeah.
The hell, I don't know. I'm looking to the peanut gallery for answers. I'm not going to find it. Early 70s.
Yeah.
I was 9 years old, 8 years old, maybe even. And I remember when that whole thing went down.
Oh, sure. I watched the Watergate hearings. Remember that?
You did?
Oh, sure.
What'd you watch it on?
TV?
They just had it on the regular stations?
It was like it was the same sort of coverage as the OJ trial.
Really?
This was all the time,
Yeah, should have got Cochran in his corner. James Lesure is here. He is from For Your Love, and we will be back with him and me and you and Drew after this.
Oh yeah, everybody now. LoveLine will be right back.
Hey, it's the LoveLine. Phone number 1-800-LVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew. James Lesure is here. For Your Love is the name of the sitcom. Now, let's just, Thursday nights, 9:30 on the WB. Dee Dee Pfeiffer, who we had in on the radio.
Debbie Pfeiffer. I'm kidding.
I wrote it down, Debbie, but I remember her. She's Michelle Pfeiffer's younger sister. Yeah. And of course Holly Robinson, who we had on the TV show, and I remember this. Now, the show was on NBC originally.
Yep, last spring.
And it was a replacement show.
A mid-season replacement, yeah.
And now, and this is becoming more and more common that shows are jumping networks, right? And I don't know if this happened 10 years ago, or maybe I don't remember if MASH was on something else before it was on CBS or whatever it was, but it seems lately that this is happening more and more often, and that sometimes shows, especially in syndication, such as like Baywatch, they start on a network, then they go somewhere else, and then they have this huge life.
Right.
So we're hoping for that.
Yeah. I'm glad. I mean, some shows get dropped and never get picked up, so, to go to a different house is cool with us. WB is like a young network, new, up and coming, so it's cool to be over there.
Now, how does their new fall lineup look? Have you seen those shows?
Yeah, they're gonna have some good stuff. I can't name any of the shows, but I went to the New York press release of it, announcing all the new shows, and a couple of them look really kind of hot. So. And
they dropped the
the frog
WB.
Hallelujah.
Is the frog gone?
I think so, man. I've been avoiding it.
Whoever came up with that should be burnt, and then we should all, you know how we should put him out when he's on fire? We should all urinate on him. That's the beauty of TV. We heard that WW thing when it came out about 3 years ago, and I announced that this was the worst idea ever, but still took 3 years to get off the air. Oh, yeah. See, Phil, when they see the frog, they're going to tune in. Every time they see a frog, they're going to think WB. You're camping, you go down to the stream to fill your canteen, you see a frog. What do you think?
Budweiser.
No, WB, Phil, you're fired. Genius. So, For Your Love, and is the new the new season starts, and I guess all the networks started at slightly different times, don't they? When's the WBs?
Ours starts on September 17th.
So not this coming Thursday, but the one after that. All right, so we can all look for that. Also, James went to USC, Drew. Oh, Drew's got a little boner now. Oh, yes. Look at him sit back up.
No,
Drew went to SC.
Went to medical school at SC.
Yeah. Folks bought him right on into that. What'd you study, James?
Theater there. Went to the School of Theater.
And look at you now.
Look at me.
Yeah.
This shit is paying off.
Did you have any classmates that were able to parlay it into anything?
Yeah. I got a ton of classmates out here working and stuff, being pretty successful, so... We got a pretty good number of folks out here doing all right.
I always hear about SC's film school.
Yeah.
And I would assume that means they have a pretty good theater department in general. But I always just hear about the film school, never about the theater department.
Right. The theater department is much more world-renowned, like you just said. I don't know. The theater school is cool. I had a great time. But I don't know why the film schools get so much more prestige, but it does. So.
I think it's that Spielberg. See,
they got more money than we do.
I had this plan hatch where I was going to break into his head. Oh, no, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Drew, can you stop reading outside material and join the show, please?
Come on, man. We're boring. I thought we had SC Love going on. What are you reading, Drew?
Drew just picked up some email and started reading it right in the middle of the SC Love Fest. Rob?
Yeah.
You're 17.
Yep.
What's going on?
Basically, I'm gay, and I'm trying to figure out how to come out to my mom. Everyone else in my family knows, and she's the only one who doesn't.
How do they all know?
Told them, and they just kept it to themselves.
Where's your dad?
He died when I was 5.
Why did I just had an immediate sense that his dad didn't know?
I'm
so
sorry?
It's your brothers and sisters that know.
My oldest sister is 32. She's a lesbian, and she's really cool about it and everything else.
Of course. She's got to be. She can't come down on you. She's a lesbian. Did somebody feel you up when you were young?
Nope.
Really?
What'd your dad die from?
Drug overdose.
Imagine that.
And what about your sister, the older... She's 32?
Yeah.
Wow, got a little separation going there. Did anything ever happen to her that she speaks of?
I really don't know. I know that she had an abortion from my father because she slept with my father. And
right.
Rob, that's what we're talking about.
We're trying to put two and two together here. Let's see. But other than your father impregnating his daughter, you think no mishaps other than that?
Nope.
And the rapes that followed?
Nope.
All right. So things seem to be all right. Hey, Rob, we're sorry to make fun of you, but you understand this is
as sick as a family gets. Do you understand that?
Yep.
Okay. That doesn't get sicker than this.
Your dad got your sister pregnant?
Yeah, it's a long story.
Well, whatever. I mean, so somebody did mess with you substantially, whether or not they sexually abused you or not. They messed with you in every other way possible.
No.
No?
Living with a drug addict dad who impregnates your sister, who dies at a young age, isn't something that has emotional impact, you don't think?
It may, but...
Rob?
My dad missed a couple of Pop Warner football games. I'm still pissed. I got to tell you.
Rob,
I swear to God, I'm still mad.
Profound impact on who you are and your emotional health. Profound.
So, Rob, you know what our advice is. Our advice is, instead of sort of running with whatever sexual path you've decided on, instead of just running down that path blindly and telling as many people who will listen, why don't you just sit back and hold off on it a little bit and do a little exploration? I'm not telling them not to be gay. I just mean...
Okay, I understand that. That's not bad advice. Or if you are enjoying your choice, your homosexual orientation, develop a network of friends and a supportive lifestyle. So when it does come time, when it is important to tell your mom, you'll have enough support just in case the reaction isn't what you want.
James,
what's the hurry to tell your parents?
Oh, what
at
parents?
17, were you telling mom?
Parents?
I know, but
what
17,
parents?
were you telling mom what you were doing?
Hell no.
Of course not.
I was running the shower while I was masturbating, and I was so nervous I actually ran the shower. We had 4 bathrooms. I ran them all at once, and then masturbated in the maid's room. I wasn't going to take any chances. They didn't even know what shower I could be in. please. James, I swear to God, we've been doing this show for 2.5 years. I've not met somebody or have not spoken to somebody who was gay or lesbian that wasn't screwed around with at some point. And I'm not saying you have to be screwed around with to be gay or lesbian, but I am saying it helps.
Right.
His sister, my sister, she said her sister's he said his sister's 32 and a lesbian. I said, what happened to her? Dad screwed her. Of course she's a lesbian.
Right.
I mean, would you ever go back into a man's arms after that?
After your pop got on you?
You had another theory, too, that you mentioned last night, that the over intrusive mom.
Right. Although all bets are off in this situation because of, our question is, how do you even know what your sexuality is when this happens to you?
Right.
I mean, you could be born to a family in Beverly Hills, but if they took you to Morocco as an infant, you would be participating in the cultures, in the religions. You'd be doing all the Moroccan crap. You'd be eating couscous till your head exploded. Mm-hmm. Is that what they eat over there?
Yeah. I don't know.
It sounded like something Moroccans would eat, and our listeners are too stoned to call me on it. You will soak in whatever environment you're dropped off in, and if you're dropped in to a sexual chaos and impregnating your daughter, if that's not sexual chaos, I don't know what is, then why is it a surprise when you have some chaos later on in life?
Do you believe, though, that there's like a natural disposition of being gay, too? I mean, you can be born with it?
It's like anything else in human behavior, that there is it's a combination of the biological predisposition of the organism with the environment's impact.
But for some reason...
I mean, some people who are sexually abused become then sexual predators. Right? They don't become gay, they become, abusive to women.
Mm-hmm. Right. Or to men or whoever, but they become predators. The gay community does not like... they don't like it to be chalked up to an environment. They want it to be a physical problem, because that way it seems like more like cancer than it does
whatever
emotional
it is, there's really
difficulty.
There's not appear to be anything you can do about it anyway, as we brought up many times.
Right.
It is what it is. Whatever causes it, it just is.
Yeah, whatever you're into, and we're not going to talk you out of it.
Right.
Although I bet if I got you drunk, I could get something off you. Chris.
What's up?
These thespian types. They're open to anything.
What's up?
I was reading the bio. He was nude doing hair. Believe me,
being a thespian.
These actor types, you get a few tall boys in them, they'll do anything. Come on. Hey, take your pants off. It's part of the interview. Hey, Chris, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys?
We're just talking to you.
Right on. Hey, first of all, I want to say I love your show. First-time caller, long-time listener.
Thanks, Chris.
But Adam, you
love
are
your show
a
too.
god.
Adam's a god?
Wow. That makes you the devil, Drew.
I love you, man.
Thanks. Right, you had a question about acid or peyote?
Yeah.
Really? That's it?
No. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
no,
go.
Well, I just wanted to say that, but also I want to say, in regards to actually the last call, and then also last night, you had a gay caller calling in last night, and I'm gay, and I have not been molested, and actually my father or my mother was not over domineering. It was actually my father.
Switched at birth.
Yeah.
There's a mix-up at the hospital. Really?
Yeah.
You just went gay on your own?
Yeah.
That's good. And that's why, now you notice that Chris sounds very healthy, by the way.
Right.
He doesn't question his gayness at all.
Right.
He may question his anus once in a while, but not his gayness.
Did you feel compelled to stand up at Christmas dinner and announce it to your parents?
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, I've been listening to this show for a long time, and I know you've been saying that, and I have not felt that, and actually I'm with you. I think there's something strange about someone who feels that way as well.
Right. This is just what you sort of healthily happened into. It wasn't like somebody forced your hand by some horrible atrocity that was committed toward you when you were a kid.
Right.
Yeah. I like that. All right, Chris, if I go gay, I'm calling you up.
Right on.
We're going to party, and I can fix the car and the house.
Don't you folks ask, though? Don't you folks, they don't see any girls around, don't they go, what's up?
Well, they probably, I don't know.
Do they know now, or they don't know?
No, they still don't.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I'm just kind of cool with it.
You'll
and
tell
actually,
them eventually.
I probably hang out with a lot of girls, and so, they probably don't think anything about it.
Are you bi?
No.
No. You'll tell them eventually. I mean,
yeah.
When you feel comfortable and you're secure and you've got a network, a life.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Then it's time to disconnect and let them know who you really are. That's fine.
I guess. I mean, think about it though. You think they want to know?
No.
They don't want to know.
That's why most parents are don't want to ask the questions. They don't want to know the answer, I think.
Would you want to know, James, if your children were gay?
Yeah.
You would.
Of course, you want to know. You want to know who they are. But you don't want to deal with it. You might resist asking the question.
Right. I really don't want to know anything about anyone's sexuality that isn't that's in my family. That's within my family. My as you know, my grandmother once in a while likes to pull a zinger out. And she told me the other day, she probably listens, she can start, I got to see her tomorrow night. So, I swear to God, I slit my own wrist because she listens to the show. She sits home and listens. And then I always do these things on a night before I see her. But she goes, I don't know, I was just over at her house. It was about 2 weeks ago. And she said, I was, anyway, I had to go to the hospital. I went in for a checkup the other day. And it wasn't about anything. But she said, went in for a checkup and got a pap smear. And anyway, then when I was coming home, and I was like, oh, did I have to hear about the pap smear part? We couldn't have just left it at checkup. It had nothing to do with the conversation we're having. But all of a sudden, I had to picture Grandma in stirrups. I had to. And I didn't want to, but I had to, just like you're doing it now, Drew. And I thought, why did that need to be worked in? Because the conversation was about something was wrong with her car or something, and she was saying I had to drive in, and I was driving back, got a quick bathroom. And I was saying, there's no physical movement, but inside I go, oh, that's it. Well, there'll be no masturbation tonight. Thanks, Grandma. Okay. Do you get that when you're 83 years old, 84 years old?
It's a good idea. A lot of women refuse to do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Who cares what's going on down there at 84?
Hey, listen, why are you doing health screening if you're not going to be doing health screening? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can die of cancer of various types.
Really?
Sure.
84?
Ovarian, cervix, uterus. Sure, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, if you're going to do,
do those gynecologists, is there like a, I don't want to offend old folks, but do they get a bump for that? Like
it wasn't.
They have hazardous duty pay when you're in the military or on a mine sweep or something. You get a few more bucks a week.
I'm sure it wasn't a gynecologist. It was somebody like me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You didn't look up my grandma, did you?
Not your
bastard. Okay. James, wasn't you either?
No.
All right. You're both lucky. That's the right answer. All right, we're going to go to break. We'll be back with James Lesure.
LoveLine. Be right back in a minute.
Line. Adam Carolla and the meandering Dr. Drew is kind enough to join us tonight. James Lesure is here. For Your Love is the name of the sitcom. It is was on NBC, will be on WB, 9:30 Thursday nights. Dee Dee Pfeiffer, Holly Robinson. Who else is in that?
Adafe Blackman, D.W. Moffat, and Tamala Jones.
Wow.
Yeah, it's about 6 of us in ensemble, make up an ensemble.
And is it what is your schedule? Table read Monday?
Wednesday. We start tomorrow, a new script tomorrow, and we rehearse on Thursday and Friday, and then we start shooting some stuff on Monday, and we tape in front of a live audience on Tuesday.
Will Tuesday, that'll be your normal taping day, though?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah. Don't most shows tape on like Thursday or Friday?
Yep, I think. This Tuesday was new to me, but it's worked out great, man. You get weekends to kind of hang out and chill out.
Right.
And it's cool.
Right. It's like the good news is the work week begins on Wednesday. The bad news is the other week doesn't end till Tuesday.
Right.
Instead of Friday. But that's a good life. Drew and I did a sitcom once that I swear to God.
Canceled immediately.
They canceled it, but it wasn't our sitcom. It was called All Fired Up?
Fired Up, yeah.
Fired Up.
Fired Up. That was on NBC as well. I remember
that. Leah Remini, who is just got picked up for something else. I just saw her in some new fall lineup, whatever, little firecracker. Anyway, King of Queens. Right. Oh, Anne. doing your homework. Scared the hell out of me. Yeah, Leah Remini was on that, and she was on our show, and we kind of made friends with her. And I think she got somebody to write a LoveLine script, and they did an episode of Fired Up based on LoveLine. So Drew played himself, and he didn't even pull that off. I played Othello. No, I played myself, and Diane Farr played herself, and we had some lines, and it was kind of cool. Let the table read on Monday, and went all the way through the week. A little taping on our set, a little taping on their set, and it never made it there.
Oh, guys.
Cancel the show that week.
I
think we were just the last nail in the coffin. Right. We didn't build the coffin.
Right, I see.
Still be fun to get hold of that one of these days.
Though. Well, I don't know. You guys could be sitcom poison. I was going to suggest maybe talking to some people on our show, but
we got. Let's see. We were on Keenan like 4 or 5 times and drove that show off the air.
Yeah, right.
Vibe, same thing.
No, Vibe's still on the air.
Oh,
but see, isn't it? Vibe's still on there.
Gone, yeah. They're showing it in syndication.
Oh, they're showing it in syndication. All right, so we killed Vibe. We killed Keenan.
Vibe. Remember, we were supposed to go on there the night that day of Vibe got canceled. Remember?
Really?
We were all set up to go up there, and they canceled it that day.
I'll
just the thought of you on the show.
That's right.
Yeah, we're bad, Drew. Jeff.
Yeah.
You're 27. I was going to say, who shot Martin Luther King? Was that Lee Harvey Oswald?
No.
That was James Earl Ray.
Yeah.
This guy always has 5 names. Yeah. Those guys. We've hurt the black community more than James Earl Ray. We really have. Jeff.
Yes.
What's going on? You're 27.
Well, it's kind of a long story. I've been married for 8 years. About a year ago, I caught my wife cheating on me. And I was just curious.
You walked in on it?
No, not actually. I walked in the person's yard where she was at. I knew the person. Took everything I could have not to kill the guy, but...
You suspected something and sort of were spying, right?
Yeah, I suspected something.
Wasn't like the Frisbee went over the fence.
Yeah.
Right, so you were sort of following her around.
Well, yeah.
Was the guy a friend of yours?
No, he was a friend of mine.
And what made you initially suspect it was him?
Well, there were some times that she would leave and not come home till about midnight.
But why him?
I don't know. I really honestly can't tell you how I knew. I don't know how. I just figured I'd drive by his house.
So you jumped over and you went around the backyard to where the master bedroom window was, and you saw him through the window.
No. I actually
don't screw with my ideas. that was a brilliantly laid plan, wasn't it, James?
Yeah. I was.
You were right with me.
Yeah, no doubt.
But
well, what happened? You jumped in the backyard?
I jumped in the backyard, and her car was there, so I knew she was there. And I went in and I asked him where she was at, and he says that she went with a friend. Just then I seen her duck behind a window, so I knew what was going on. And so I basically point blank asked him. I asked him if he'd been doinking my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, no, she just needed a friend to talk to, So I go home. My wife had left at this time because I was kind of hot, in a matter of speaking. She left at that time, and I went home. I confronted her, and she had told me what had happened. I never actually walked in on him, but she actually had told me that this has happened.
When you confronted her?
Yes.
Yeah. Women who cheat, I believe, most of the time want their men to know they're cheating because they're cheating because
of something you're doing.
Yeah. And instead of
or not doing.
And they've tried to tell you a few times, you wouldn't listen. They wanted you to go into therapy with them. You wouldn't go. You wanted to go out with your buddies. So now look what happened.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Well, actually, the first 3 or 4 years I was married, I was friends with a jerk, basically. He basically had a bad attitude towards women. I was pretty physically and mentally abusive to her.
Right. So
it was that friend's fault, Adam.
Payback time.
It was that friend's fault, too.
Yeah,
you got that?
It was just as much mine as it was.
All right. Well, maybe even more yours, right? Because you're married to her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Your behavior. Not his. Your behavior that we're talking about here.
Yeah, but we've been through marriage counseling because I demanded that when I found that out. I said I want to go to marriage counseling, and we went to it. But my question to you is, I've got 3 kids, and I want to know, how can I let myself trust her? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's real hard for me to trust her. And, you know, when she goes out, she says she's going to a church meeting. I want to know that that's where she's going.
Yeah.
And you know, there's questions in my mind.
Okay, listen, you're never physically going to know where she's at. So you can just discount that part, and eventually they'll give you the slip. So that's not the angle. The angle is the trust angle. It sounds to me like her screwing around with this guy was payback. And
it's all part of the chaos of this
It's all part of the chaos, yes. And I'm sure she comes from some chaos.
And, of course, Jeff does, too. Jeff, you were whacked around as a kid, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And she comes from some chaos herself. And what you need to do is, are you still in therapy with her?
No, actually, it's been a year since. I went to the marriage counseling for about 6 months. The marriage counselor had told us, basically more or less, to try it on our own. If we needed it, we could come back. But I hold her hostage sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's really hard not to. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, I've been married to her for 8 years. It's hard not to hold her hostage. When she comes home, I question her.
Yeah, but see, you got to Jeff, here's the problem. Your actions are going to get her to cheat faster.
Again.
And again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're smothering her like she's on fire, and you're trying to put her out.
How do you make an abuser not abusive is the thing here.
And we got to get you to stop doing what you're doing. It sounds like Jeff needs some individual counseling.
Right. Is there any way you can take care of yourself and forget about her?
You know what I'm picturing? I'm picturing, here's what I'd like to do in this nation. Big C-130 planes flying over all what I like to call the hot spots, like where Jeff lives. And therapists, paratroopers, you know, all just coming out with supplies.
Some of the frogman outfits.
Desks, steno pads. Yeah, some of them being dropped into the bays and rivers and making their way by night onto the shores of America. But I really want to I want to load up C-130s with counselors and therapists and just drive them over the heartland and over the inner cities and over this entire country and just drop them in. They'll actually land on the roof of the house that they have to work on.
I'm with you, brother.
Oh, man.
And what can we say?
What do you say to Jeff in a minute?
There's no easy answer to this. Keep pursuing the professional, maybe individually. Find other ways to take care of yourself, Jeff, and take the focus off her.
Jeff knows, you know what you're doing, so watch yourself like a hawk.
Well, here's the deal.
And when you get drunk, you don't watch yourself real closely. That's part of it.
He's so rageful. He's got to find a way to deal with that, Armin. For crying out loud, on behalf of those 3 kids, will you find a way? Just figure it out.
Okay, there you go. We'll be back. Our standard 10-second top of the hour break, and we'll be right back after this.
This is LoveLine on radio station
98 KUPD, Tempe, Phoenix.
All that is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LVE-191. They Might Be Giants are going to be in here tomorrow night. That's a fun band. Smart guys. Never met them, but they sing about smart stuff. Particle Man and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like a biology lesson. It's like Schoolhouse Rock, those guys. James Lesure is here. For Your Love is the name of his show. You knew it from NBC, and you're soon to know it from the WB. Thursday nights, 9:30. Dee Dee Pfeiffer, Holly Robinson, and a cast, a bevy of other characters. You ready to get back to the phones here, James?
Let's do this.
Christina.
Yes.
You're 16.
Yes, I am.
What's going on?
I had a comment about the whole Clinton situation.
Drew posed this question at the top of the show, something he rarely does, but he's going to go on Oprah on Friday, theoretically. And this is a question that they've asked him to ask.
Which is, are young people affected by his behavior, basically?
I don't think so.
How come?
Well, anybody that I've talked to either thinks he's a big player or that it's just ridiculous.
Right,
Honkulous.
but And listen, I'm not right wing and I'm not conservative, and I don't believe we need to know everything that's going on with everybody, whether they're a politician or not. But don't you think it diminishes the country to some degree to have the commander-in-chief sort of carrying on in a way that is something less than noble? I just think that has maybe not a personal, profound impact on everybody, but it sort of puts a sort of general haze over the country.
Well, it might, but I think that's just because the media attention, and if nobody knew about it, it.
Well, and I'll pose the same question I asked the last young person that meant, was commenting as you have. How would you think if Hillary had stood up to this and said this is inappropriate and we're not going to stand for it?
I don't know. I think it shows a lot of strength that she's sticking by him.
And I'm not saying she should leave him, but what if she really came out strongly about how inappropriate the behavior is, and the men should not be allowed to do this? I mean, I'm sick about hearing how often people say, no, it's just how men in power behave. Well, that's crazy.
Well,
it's true, but it's crazy.
That's crazy. Women shouldn't put up with that.
No, I don't think she is. I think she's probably said something to him, but just because she hasn't said it, on TV or...
Well, but my question is, does it affect you that she's not taking a stand from it?
No.
Okay.
All right. Christina?
Yes.
Go back to the MTV and the Nintendo. Enjoy the rest of your life.
All right.
All right. See, the answer I hear from most people is, we don't care.
Right.
But it's, of course, he's a philanderer. He's an a-hole. We don't care. But don't you think people have become sort of hardened in a way?
Yeah.
I mean, thinking, I know no one cares now because we've heard so much and with so many politicians over so many years, and there's been every campaign now. Hell, even we can't even try to get someone into the Supreme Court without a bunch of women popping up and talking about putting pubic hairs on Coke cans and whatnot. I guess people have just sort of tuned it out. I mean, it's sort of, it's like it comes with the territory now.
Right.
I think, ultimately, down the road, this is going to serve politicians because there's going to be a backlash. There's going to be a politician who got up there, and there's a film of him in a clown outfit sodomizing retarded 4-year-olds, and everyone's going to go, oh, please put it away, we're done. Oh, do you have to drag something out? Oh, you nitpickers. We have to see everything that the guy's done.
Right, but that's the worst case scenario. When I saw him admitting to it, I felt bad. I felt like, oh man, it's like shameful. But I also was pissed off at Ken Starr kind of for dragging him out like that. I wanted to know what his motivation was in this whole thing. Why put the country through that? Because it does make us look bad. This is the leader of America, and it's a shameful thing that he had to admit to.
Right.
And I want to know what Ken Starr's beef was with him.
People are pissed that not only he did it, but that he was forced to admit it.
Yeah.
We didn't feel that was right. You know what I mean? That he was essentially forced via Ken Starr and his investigation to come out and make a public address and admit it.
About some illegal behavior.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things that are illegal. I mean, he could have taken a leak in the back of the
obstruction of justice and all kinds of things. And
yeah, but see, Drew, here's
funds.
the argument that Drew and I keep going around in a circle about, which is, all right, you ask him if he smoked marijuana and he lies. He says he did, but he didn't inhale, right? You ask him if he felt up this chick and he lies. Now, he has to lie because if he comes clean, he's not going to make it to another term. I mean, we're in an environment where we're forcing him to lie.
Right.
So I don't hold it against him if he lies when he's forced to lie. You do. I'd say that's more the fault of the environment than it is of the individual.
The lying isn't so much the problem as the behavior.
Well, the behavior's...
That's the problem.
All right, but let's just take marijuana, for example.
Yeah.
Now, everybody's experimented with marijuana. And by the way, it's funny. Politicians always use experimented.
Yeah.
As if they're some sort of... they're down in the lab with the cannabis.
Right.
And they're experimenting. Experimenting. You don't experiment. That dorm room in Humboldt County, that is no lab. There's not a beaker to be found. And if there was a beaker, it has a hole in the side of it. And a guy named Russ has buried his face into it and is trying to suck something through it. He experimented with drugs as if he was part of some project for the Navy, for Christ's sake.
Right.
But the point is marijuana is illegal. Although we know everybody partakes in it, including politicians, and certainly at a certain age, if you were born at a certain time and you went to college in the 60s, there's 99.9% of you partook in this activity. But yet he still has to lie. We won't accept it. And I wish we lived in a society where he said, yeah, I did it. I did it like everybody else did. And you know what? I didn't enjoy it. I did it a couple of times, and I moved on.
That's basically what he said.
No, he said he didn't inhale, which is makes him sound almost retarded. That's almost a retarded answer, isn't it? I mean, if your 4-year-old gave you that answer, you'd start laughing, wouldn't you?
That was the point of it, though, because the question's retarded.
It's a ridiculous question. It's a ridiculous answer. But why we can't live in that society where he says, "Listen, I did it, and frankly, it's none of your business because it doesn't. It's not germane. That was 20 years ago, and it doesn't affect my policy making. It has nothing to do with what I think of China or Israel or how much money I'm going to give them or not give them." But anyway, all right. Listen, Clinton's pathological. There's no doubt about it.
My concern is, though, that we live in the time of, as you and I well know, decaying relationships, the interpersonal depravity, and the young people are suffering as a result. Families are falling apart. And although this kind of shenanigans has been going on for 50 years at least, never has it been more important for the first family to set an example of some type.
Sure.
To try to move things in an appropriate, healthier direction.
Well, but just I think it's catch-22 because I don't think an honest man can be elected with the system that we have in place.
You notice I'm not passing judgment. I'm just trying to figure out a way. First, I just want to know what it's done to young people, and secondly, is there a way that they could have been impacted in a way that could have been positive?
I think if Hillary had kicked him had hired a mule to kick him in the groin on national TV, that would have healed a lot of young women.
You think Hillary should come out publicly and say something about it?
I don't know. Well, I think I am just really disturbed by men cheat because they can. That's why men cheat. Mm-hmm. And that women are in a position to just accept that now really bothers me because it's not appropriate, and it goes right to the heart of the interpersonal problems we have right now, that intimacy is decaying. And there's no way to maintain it if men cheat.
It is a very interesting point that Drew brings up, which is I agree with him that I think it does the country more harm that Hillary stands by his side and doesn't say a word. Because as far as the cheating goes, we all know that's what guys do anyway. Yeah. Women have the opportunity to put an end to it, and I think it'd be a very empowering move to a lot of young women if Hillary got on the horn and said, "Hey, this is unacceptable."
This is unacceptable. She could say, "I'm going to stay by him because he is my husband. I made a commitment to this relationship, and this guy's going to have to make some changes."
Oh, wouldn't it be great if they got divorced and she tossed him out, like all divorces? Like he had to live in a condo in Baltimore.
I think that
she got Air Force One and the helicopter. But full custody of Chelsea and the house.
I think that would be bad too, because that's a bad example. But to come up and say this is unacceptable. That's all. We will not allow this to go on.
So you do want to say something publicly.
Something. I don't know what it would be exactly, but
let us know how she's feeling.
Well, and that's why I'm wondering young people would be impacted by some positive way out of this.
I think there's a happy compromise. He comes out and says Monica did not inhale. She smoked the joint just a little bit. But she didn't inhale. I can't be the first one to think of that joke. Jason.
Yeah.
You're 18.
Yeah.
What's going on?
All right. The thing is, me and my girlfriend were having oral sex, and, I did the thing in her mouth. And
wow, it's funny. We're just talking about that, weren't we?
On this show?
I don't know. All right. Anyways, I did it in her mouth, and she got, real grossed out, and she spit it out, and, there's, this real thick discharge inside the rest of it. And later on, I did a little, I guess you could say, experiment. And I did it on a napkin, and it's really thick in the rest of the stuff. It's
What do you mean the rest?
In the semen, there's a jelly inside of it.
Oh, like kernels, kind of, right?
I don't know.
All right, let's know.
Well, hold on. Don't get coy on us. We're not the one who whacked off into a napkin, Jason. All of a sudden, Jason, I don't know. What do you think? I examine my own. Yeah, you're whacking off into a bounty 20 minutes earlier. Now all of a sudden he's a little incensed. I don't know. What do you think I do? Look at my own sperm? Please.
I don't know.
The audacity.
I was just kind of scared, you know. I didn't know what to do.
All right, so
you're saying chunks, right?
Yeah.
That's normal.
Very normal.
I'm sorry for your girlfriend, but
yeah,
normal.
It's sort of like icebergs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Should you be signing up?
It's very normal.
Okay. I was just a little scared and I didn't know what to do.
You're fine.
All
Don't
right.
worry.
She's going to be grossed out no matter what the viscosity or the consistency is, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. I guess. I don't know. I've never swallowed it before.
You never did that before?
No, I'm sorry.
Didn't the guy get pissed? All right. Jason, you'll be fine.
All right.
She'll get over it.
Okay, bye.
All right, don't whack off any more sieves. I use I'll use a spaghetti colander, actually. Just whack right off into that. Drew, you tell me where to sign my name?
Yeah, because that's what you normally do.
Well, so I'm doing it down there.
He was
Big deal.
superhuman.
It's retarded if you do it down there, I do it up there.
What's
He
that?
had time to get up and go like to the cupboard or wherever and like get a napkin.
No.
I think
a later event, a subsequent event.
Oh, yeah, I think he did
experiment
it down
in the
loud.
lab.
But at 18 years old, it's the kind of stuff you can peel off. By the time you make it into the kitchen, you're ready to go again. Now I'm 34. I'm like, I'll go to the market. I could kill a tree, harvest a pulp, and make my own toilet paper, and it still wouldn't be enough time. Okay, where are we going here, Drew?
2.
Matthew.
Hi, Dr. Drew. Hello, Drew. Hello?
Matthew.
Hi, Dr. Drew, Adam. You guys are great. I really appreciate all the work
Well,
you
say
guys
hi to James, too, would you?
Pardon?
Okay. We have to
Drew.
Listen, hold on there. I'm putting him on hold.
He was just wasn't hearing you.
He is?
Let him talk. Yeah.
All right.
Something wrong with his phone. Matthew, what's the question?
Yeah, I just want to say, Drew, you're a really smart guy. You really amaze me sometimes, the stuff that just comes off the top of your head. And Adam, you're pretty funny. You're hilarious sometimes.
Thanks.
I want to say that I'm a big supporter of Boobville.
Wow, you're an old-timer.
Yeah.
You smoke a lot of pot?
Not a lot.
Right, about a kilo a week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your question?
I remember hearing you guys. I had a question really quick for you, Adam. I remember hearing you say something about the poo wars. What was the deal with that?
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Yes.
This guy's he's haunting me. Listen, I don't want to get into that part of my past, but it was about high school time, and one of my friends urinated on another friend, and the other friend reached into the toilet and threw some dookie at him. It was out of self-defense. And
that was where the wars began. Okay, that's where they started.
That's what. Yeah, it evolved into more, but let's not go there.
Okay.
It became a way of life with these young men.
No, please, Drew. By the time I hit 30, I was done. Here, smell my hand. I'm telling you.
How about the drive-by at the Jack in the Box?
What's the greatest story ever? I swear. All right, I'm going to tell this story real fast. You're going to kick out of this, Matthew.
Okay.
All right. Hold on a second. This is a true story. One of my friends figured out that if you put your ass against a jacuzzi jet, you can fill your ass up with water, and then when you squirt it out, it comes flying out about 400 miles an hour. And it really seemed like a pretty funny thing to do back when. It was really a lot of entertainment. And for those of you who have not seen water come out of an ass, Drew, you're a doctor. What kind of velocity? Nolan Ryan doesn't pitch that fast. That's a lot of velocity.
Yeah, there can be quite substantial.
Is it the colon
pressure.
or the abdomen or abdominal muscles or whatever it is? But you can shoot a grape could fly out of there, put a hole in a man. I'm serious. So somebody figured this out, and I don't want to mention any names, but they figured out that this is some pretty interesting stuff.
What do they do?
And don't bring his name up. He listens to the show once in a while. So we thought it'd be even funnier one day. And this is back, I think, senior year in high school or maybe junior year. If he went ahead and filled up, and then we went over to the Jack in the Box drive-thru. And wouldn't it be hilarious if instead of collecting the food or handing the money, Ray's ass hung out the window and just shot this steady stream of sewer water at the guy who was behind the counter. Now that sounded like a good time. So we filled them up. And we didn't have a jacuzzi. We weren't rich kids. We actually had to break into this club to use their jacuzzi, but not this time because it was too far away. And the thing about Drew, as a doctor, again, chime in, one can only hold a gallon and a half of tap water in one's belly for such a period of time.
Yes, it will expel at some point.
It's coming out.
Spontaneously.
Yeah, and the idea was that it didn't come out in the car.
How far was the Jack in the Box?
It's sort of like when those heroin mules fill up their bellies with the balloons filled with heroin, and then they try to make it across into the country. Eventually, if it sits in your stomach long enough, the acid will eat it away. It's like the same theory, except for no money involved.
How far was the Jack in the Box?
Nothing but pride, baby. The Jack in the Box from my mother's house was approximately a half a mile.
What did he use at your mother's house to fill up with?
Hose. Oh. My mom was on vacation, and she has like a hose bib just out in the front of her house, just sticking out, so, under the cover of darkness. Filled up. Head over to the Jack in the Box. Now, here's the big problem with this plan.
You guys are good friends.
Yeah, we slid him right into the car.
Oh, I see.
What do you think? We played a game of pickup basketball before we went over to the Jack in the Box? How did he walk? We provided a wheelchair. Well, he could walk. He made his way to the car. He wasn't jogging, but we got him into the car. We carried him like Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs. I had a hand truck. I carted him around. He got into the car, and we made our way to the Jack in the Box. Now, the problem in our planning is that we didn't have a pickup truck or a sport utility vehicle. We had like a 78 Celica. Like, those cars where you can't even use the back seat? And the problem is he wasn't driving the car. He didn't drive a stick. So his ass had to come over from the passenger side. And the guy who was driving the car had to sort of lean his seat back while his ass went past him and out the window. But there was a little height problem because the Jack in the Box window was up a little higher than the vehicle. And the guy...
I'm kind of hungry. But go ahead.
The guy... we'll go out for some tacos after this. The guy behind the poor 17-year-old kid who's probably still telling the story, no one believes him. He's like a farmer that saw a UFO, He probably just figured, I better just keep it to myself. He looked for a minute. He saw the ass sort of getting it in his him in his crosshairs, and he sort of looked at the ass for a second, and he very slowly, with a straight face, just slid the window shut. There must be some policy. If ever a big ass comes out after you, after the streetlights are on, you go ahead and just shut that window. So he just shut the window thinking, what could it hurt? I'm sure he wasn't expecting what happened 5 seconds later, but he still, and then he was glad he reacted the way he did. He shut the window, and my buddy just let loose. And it was, it was like Moses parting the Red Sea. I mean, you've never seen that sort of volume. It was stupendous, and we didn't pick up our order naturally, and we just sped off. But the kid in the place never got hit with anything. He slid the window. Could you imagine imagine the kind of therapy it would take? As it is, you're getting $2.65 an hour, and everyone's making fun of you because you're wearing a goofy hat and the shoes you wore in your 9th grade graduation. Now to top that, you got a guy squirting water out of his ass after. I'll tell you, in this day and age, you know what would have happened? The kid would have got a good attorney, and he would have sued Jack in the Box, right? For some sort of work-related. They should have had some sort of sneeze guard, windscreen, some sort of device up there.
Stool guard.
Some sort of stool guard. That he was traumatized. He couldn't go back to work. He had to collect unemployment and disability. Oh, yes, there'd be a lawsuit.
That was the days when that was all getting started.
Oh, back then. Those were the days.
Remember the driver? I mean...
He just leaned out of the way. He leaned back, and the ass actually hung out of the window.
I mean, Ray must be one of these guys from Mum and Chance.
Don't mention his name.
I mean,
please.
he was like in the spider position. How does he do that?
He did the best he could. A couple beers will loosen you up. All right.
Oh, my God.
All right. We're going to take ourselves a little brief break, and we'll be back with more James Lesure. Hey! It's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew. James Lesure is here. For Your Love is the name of the sitcom. 9:30, Thursday nights on the WB. James, anything else you'd like to talk about? I mean, any movie projects, any other ventures?
No.
Okay, good. Drew, any projects you're doing?
No, but James, we got to think of something. He was going to launch another story like the one we just heard. We'll go back to Matthew. You interrupt Matthew there, and
oh really?
Never got his question.
What was he talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah, was that a one-time thing for you guys?
Oh,
How
you
do
kidding?
Resist not doing it.
Oh, how is it you still don't do it, Adam?
Listen, I don't want. Hey, I'm scared that people are going to do this too.
This is a new sort of element in our college tour appearances here.
Oh
You're
yeah,
open with that.
Surely.
Yeah. Hey, I was just hanging out with Jim Rose last week in a sideshow.
Oh, you could be a regular on that.
I got to tell James a funny story about Jim Rose. I mentioned it on the air a couple of weeks ago, but it's kind of funny.
Who was that?
Jim Rose is the guy who does those sideshows at like Lollapalooza and stuff. He has guys like hanging bowling balls off their testicles, and people eating glass, and he gets like guys to cough up their own bile, and then other people to drink them, and there's like the human pin cushion, and he has all these things. I'm not interested in the macabre and the bizarre. I don't like that. I'd like to see like a nice mud wrestling contest. That to me is human exhibitionism. Big busted women fighting for money. But not guys hanging anvils off their nutsack. And I don't need to see that. I want to see a guy whose nuts hurts. I'll go home, I'll look in the mirror. I don't need to see a guy swinging the anvil on stage. But I'm sitting, so I'm with the band Korn. I'm in Sacramento. Jim Rose is there. I told the story before, so I'll make it quick. Jim Rose and I have we've gotten off, we're at the back of the record store. They're having this big record store thing, in-store, and the crowds are nuts, and it's nutty, and we get a little quiet time, me and Jim, and we're sitting in the back, we're sitting on a crate of ABBA CDs or something, and we're just talking by the loading dock, and we're having a heart-to-heart, and I say, Jim, I never met you, but you're not a young man anymore. You do this thing, you do these tours. He's telling me he fills these venues, 10,000 seats, 15,000 seat arenas. He charges $25 a head. He makes all the money. He books the things himself. He plays 300 dates a year, so on and so forth. I say, James, when do you give it up? And when do you just buy that land in Montana and build a nice A-frame cabin and so on and so forth? Start a family. What about that? Now I just got a P.O. box in Seattle, and I'm a gypsy. I'm on the road. I said, what about a family, James? James, what about it? I mean, what about kids and a marriage, a wife? And he says, oh no, I travel with my wife. We've been together for 8 years. We had a great, loving, nurturing relationship. She shoots fire out of her vagina, and she travels with me everywhere we go. And he doesn't even bat an eye with the fire out of the vagina line. And now here's a good show. She flames up the afterburner vagina, and one of my friends comes in and puts it out.
That's it.
Squirts water right out of her ass, no flaming vagina.
That's it.
Oh, now that's a sideshow. Now that I would go to. All right. Matthew.
Yeah.
You're 17.
So Matthew, we didn't get your question. What's the deal?
Yeah, I had a question and a comment. I had a comment for you, Drew, about the Clinton thing.
Yeah.
If he can get away with this just by saying, "Oh, it was inappropriate touching," then that gives every other guy in the world the right to say it was inappropriate.
Did you hear your friend saying that kind of stuff?
I actually heard my dad saying that.
Oh, how interesting.
That's nice.
Interesting. What was he? In what context?
Well, if he can get away with sexual harassment. And
No. But I mean, do you actually hear your friends using that as an excuse when they kind of get out of hand or mistreat somebody?
Oh no. But we were just saying that could happen.
Yeah. Well, I'm just wondering, is it happening though?
Oh, I heard a couple of my friends saying something around the lines of that, like, "Oh, if Clinton can get away with it, then I can."
That's the kind of thing I hear. Is it just sort of here's like.
Well, either way, it's a boss banging an intern, which is always bad policy, especially when the boss is the commander in chief.
Yeah, don't get mixed up with people in work, especially if you're the president and you're married.
What was your other deal?
Actually, I had a question about LSD.
Mm-hmm.
If you are taking a lot of it consistently, and then you stop for a period of time, can it be a cause? Can it be a cause of depression?
Absolutely. But even You don't have to do it for a long period of time. You don't have to do it a very lot, and it can even happen, and you don't have to stop for this all to develop. Though the typical scenario is somebody who's used at least 30 or 40 times, somewhere within 10 years of the last use, they'll develop severe depression, and the depression will be indolent and persistent.
And I've also heard that you can take so many hits that you can actually be clinically insane. Is that true?
Well, you can. I mean, that's a strange term, insane. But you can. Yes, you can have substantial personality changes and have thought problems, and it's a brain injury. What can you say?
I miss that insane and people thinking they're Napoleon and that kind of stuff. Now everyone just kills and molests. I miss the old, like the Looney Farm where they'd have the guy running and the guy chasing him with the big net.
Right.
And another guy walking around, he thought he was Abe Lincoln.
Right.
I miss those days.
The characters, man.
Now he's in there because he ate somebody. Squirted water out of his ass or something. Something diabolical. All right. That's enough of Matthew. Jamie.
Yeah.
What's going on? You're 20.
I just want to know about... Huh?
All right, baby. You're speaking in spurts. Now slow down.
Oh.
You hurt my ear there.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I just want to know if you take birth control, if marijuana affects it.
I mean, its effectiveness.
Huh?
Does it make it less effective?
Yeah.
I don't know that is a fact.
Well,
however,
it does because you forget to take it.
Well, there's that certainly.
Yeah.
However, really,
you're on Pez for the last 6 months. You just don't know.
Just about anything can
these are
affect
minty.
the pill's effect. And any
birth control's coming out of Popeye's mouth. That should have been your first
any
clip.
pharmacologic agent can potentially decrease the effectiveness of the pill. So you got to be careful.
Okay.
All right, but we're glad to hear you're on it.
Antibiotics is the issue.
Yeah.
Do you have any kids?
Yep.
Yeah. I heard mama.
Right away.
Yeah, just heard mama.
2 of them?
I got 1.
One.
All right, but that's enough, right?
Yep.
All right.
No
Good.
more.
Smoke that pot?
Yep.
Not in front of your kid?
Nope.
How old's your kid?
2.5 months.
All right. Good. No more kids?
Nope.
Okay, good. I can always hear when young women have a kid because they sound like old women.
Mm-hmm.
She was 20 years old.
Sounded 40.
Yeah. She's like seen it all, done it all. You know what I'm talking about?
It's interesting. Yeah.
You knew she wasn't some junior in college. Do you know what I'm saying? Not a lot of tailgating going on in Jamie's life. Do you get that feeling?
Yeah.
No mixers, never been pinned except for the time in the basement by her uncle. I mean, not a great, not wearing the leaves are changing. None of that going on. Just got a kid. All right. Scares me, though, when kids, see, the thing that freaks me out about this show is when we talk to people that have, like that last caller 20 minutes, half hour ago, had the 3 kids. And, we talked to this last caller, they're 20 years old, they're smoking weed. I look at them as a kid. It's like you're 20, you're smoking weed, you don't know the difference between birth control and hard candy. I look as a kid. But the kid looks at them as not only an adult, but Jesus.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Hey, when you're under 10, hell, when you're 2 months, mom that's everything. Light. That's the light at the end of the tunnel, man. There's nothing else.
Right.
That's it. Scary. Matt.
Yeah.
You're 19.
Yep.
What's going on?
Not so much. How about you guys?
Just hanging out.
Cool.
Great.
I have a problem.
Okay.
I have been talking to some girl on the internet for the last month, and I just went and met her last night, and we kind of messed around and had sex with her.
Mm-hmm.
And today, this afternoon, I went to the bathroom, and it stings, and I was wondering if you could contact something that fast.
Absolutely.
Really? Stings the next day?
Stinging the same day sometimes.
Really?
Oh, Matt.
What is that stings that day?
That's urethritis, and almost any cause can be gonorrhea, non-gonococcal, chlamydia. They can all do that.
Get it that day?
Yeah.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
Is there any tests I can...
Barely done high-fiving your buddies, and the penis hurts.
Got to go see a doctor and let them take a look at things. They will give you some
Your hand is still red from all the high-fiving and phone dialing you've been doing over the last hour and a half, and the penis is on fire. Hey, that's rough.
That's a tough one, man.
You figure if you met her over the internet and nailed her the first night, though...
My buddy did that, too. He just told me about it last week. Is that the new thing? Is that hot?
It is when you're like Matt is. Matt?
Yeah.
You didn't do a lot of dating before this?
Not with her at all. I never even just.
Yeah, but in general.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah,
do.
I did. Yeah.
You meet a lot of women.
Yeah.
You meet them through the internet.
No.
Why'd you meet her over the internet?
I don't know. I'm dumb.
What did she look like?
She was fat.
It's so sad, but there's just something about that.
I know.
She was fat, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Give us the give us the weight discrepancy. What did she say? Tell us how she described herself over the internet, because I know you asked, and then describe her as you saw her nude.
Well, she said she was pretty big, but not too big. But she was 350, I'd say.
Oh, please, she was not.
Swear to God.
Your penis isn't that big.
Exactly. It wasn't. It was hard. So.
350.
Yeah.
No.
I swear to God.
And what'd she say? She was a scant 275. What did she like? How big did she say she was?
I mean, I wouldn't say she was 350, but she looked it. She was huge.
Okay, and what did she say she was over the internet?
She said she was 250, 275, about
Well,
that.
you should get some kind of medal. Matt,
you went in there without a helmet, though.
It scared me to death, but.
And Matt, you sound kind of spindly too. What are you coming in at?
I'm small. I'm like 130.
Oh, please.
I swear to God.
Oh, this is the greatest visual ever.
No, it's scary.
Matt, did you plant a flag in her belly button and claim it for your native land?
I didn't know where my...
Oh, my God. Please. Matt, you like big women?
No.
No?
No.
All right, hold on a second.
Matt isn't even 19.
Matt's like 11. Yeah. Please. 275. 350. Over the internet.
You think it was his first time?
I could tell by
he's full of ass.
He's full of crap. I could tell by Matt's sort of adolescent voice that he wasn't a guy who got laid a lot.
Right.
And I said to him, now at first it all fit with the computer. Here's a guy who doesn't meet chicks. He's a computer nerd, so he met a chick over the computer. I understand that. Okay,
Right.
She's a big gal. I understand why she's on the computer. But the thing started to worry me or made me suspicious when I said, have you been with a lot of women? Have you dated a lot? And he said, oh yeah, in that Bobby Brady, Peter Brady voice, his cracking episode voice. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Who's Matt kidding? He never been late. Let me tell you. Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
What year were you born?
78.
All right, he must have thought about that.
I have no. I've been dating a girl for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And she was like skinny, and we broke up.
Yeah. You never date. You haven't had a lot of dates since then, though, right?
No.
You don't meet women real easily.
I'm more shy.
Yeah, you're kind of nerdy, right?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Well, listen, Bill Gates is a nerd, you know. So wouldn't you say you're kind of nerdy?
Well, I don't get on the computer that much.
Yeah. Well, maybe if you got on the computer a little more and got off the fat women, your penis wouldn't hurt so much. All right, Matt. Go look up home urethritis recipes on Yahoo.
No. Go see the doctor.
All right.
Look, the urethritis is highly treatable. So.
What do they do?
Antibiotics.
Where?
Sometimes in your rear, but generally they can do with oral medication these days. And it's important to go quickly because these infections can get into the intestines, the epididymis, and the prostate, and they can cause strictures and things. And so
they don't have to swab it out.
Sometimes, depending on what's available.
I've heard some stories.
Yeah, there are newer ways to do it, but yeah, there's a swab thing.
What do they do? To get a culture or something?
Yeah.
They couldn't just take your word for it that your penis is killing you?
They can do that, and sometimes they'll just empirically treat it with antibiotics.
That's great. And hey, Doc, my penis is killing me. Hold on, let me hold your penis with some forceps when I plunge it like a cannon barrel.
Yes.
Oh,
there's
my
that
God.
technique too.
James, you ever had that done?
No, man.
I gotta say,
you neither, Adam, huh?
No, never had it done. I gotta tell you, this is one of the bright spots of not getting laid much, especially when I was young. Is no venereal diseases.
No doubt.
And one time I got the yeast infection on my pepe. I went to some lesbian clinic in Santa Monica. That was kind of a nightmare. But other than that, no problems. Drew?
Great.
Great.
Call 1-800-LOVE-191
To broadcast your problems to the public.
LoveLine will be right back.
James Lesure is our guest. There he is.
Hey, everybody. Hey, LA.
For Your Love is the name of the sitcom, WB, Thursday nights, 9:30.
Hot show. You guys got to watch.
Those of you who watched it on NBC, make sure and make the switch. And I guess it'd be nice if you could take your fan base from NBC, bring them over to WB, and then pick up a few more at the
plan.
WB. Chris.
Yeah.
You're 17.
Yeah, hi, Dr. Drew?
Yeah.
Yeah, a while ago, my doctor put me on Claritin because, it was like...
You have allergies.
I have pretty bad allergies. And that worked for a while, but then it stopped working. So then they put me on Allegra.
Yeah, it's a little better.
Yeah. Well, it makes my stomach upset.
Well,
really badly.
You on Allegra D or Allegra?
I think I'm on Allegra D.
Well, try switching to Allegra.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Oh, and Dr. Drew?
Yeah.
I know this Clinton thing has been kind of beaten to death.
No, tonight I want to beat it to death because I want some ammunition to go into Oprah with, so you tell me.
Okay, well, you see, here's the thing. Before this whole Lewinsky thing came out,
Yeah.
I mean, Clinton was a good president. I mean, his policies and everything were all pretty good.
Yeah.
And now he can't do his job. I mean,
see, I want to stay away from the politics of this if we can. Just talk about how it impacts on your health. You know what I'm saying? On your sort of culture.
Well, okay. Well, then, how about every time I turn on the news and look at a newspaper? I mean, we have this whole economic crisis going on.
Yeah.
And I can't help but see Monica Lewinsky's face all over the newspaper. And it really gets... I mean, we have bigger problems to deal with.
We got bigger fish to fry.
Exactly.
Thank God it's all been sort of counterbalanced by Mark McGwire hitting his home runs.
Right.
It couldn't have been better timing. I'm sure Clinton just couldn't be happier. Here's this guy smacking some home runs, and everyone is sort of... You can feel yourself being pulled away from Clinton and heading over to McGwire.
Right.
It's kind of funny. And it's really, in a day and age where everything is just atrocities and scandal, it's so nice to see some big husky guy hugging his kid and smacking home runs.
Even that's not without its controversy, that whole...
creatine thing.
And DHEA or androstenedione,
Right.
what the hell he's taking.
I'll tell you, when I saw... I swear to God, I got home today at about 6:15, 6 o'clock in the evening. I sat around, did nothing for about 20 minutes. I went upstairs to take a little nap. I decided I better go number 2 before I took the nap. I was sitting on the pot in my bedroom, not in the bathroom, just the toilet that I had installed right in the middle of my bedroom. And I was thinking to myself, hey, geez, isn't that St. Louis game? Yeah, they're playing the Cubs. That's on tonight. That's I think that's on. And I wiped my ass. I got up and I turned the TV on, and I swear to God, I flipped the TV on, and it was, it's Mark McGwire heading toward home plate. His last bat up. He grounded out, and Mark steps in, and there's the pitch. Home run! He's done it!
He hit another one?
He broke the record today.
Oh.
He broke the record. I swear to God, I didn't think about it all day. I just got up off the toilet, turned the TV on, and within 12 seconds from when the TV turned on, he smacked this home run. He was running around the bases. The place was going nuts. Sammy Sosa came in. There's like high fives everywhere. He picks his kid up, and he's holding him over his head at home plate. And I said, I got to kick my dad in the nuts next time I see him. Could you imagine? I was 10 years old. My dad was reading a book on the lawn. He swung the sprinkler key at the neighbor's dog once. That's the most athletic thing I'd ever seen him do. I thought to myself, yeah, this kid, this lucky son of a bitch, he has this big behemoth of his dad. Imagine the kid. Forget about McGwire. The kid is a kid. I mean, his kid, he's old enough to drink it all in. He must be 10, 11 years old. I mean, certainly he's in school and he's wearing the uniform. Does everybody on that field have to wear the uniform? You got a 9-year-old kid who's sporting the uniform. You got a 45-year-old manager with like prostate cancer. He's got the uniform on. Everybody's got the uniform on. But the point is he's holding the kid above his head at home plate. Fireworks are going off, of course, because it's in St. Louis. The crowd is erupted; they're going insane. And I thought to myself, "What a bizarre reality this must be for you."
For the kid.
Yeah, there you are. First off, you're 9 feet off the ground, over home plate. You're looking down. Above you is just waves of fans going nuts and fireworks. Below you is everybody in major leagues, and the audience is all the greats and all the past greats, and you know what I mean.
Right.
You're just being held up there for all to see.
Or the trip.
I swear to God, we're going to give that kid's going to get a talk show. That's how Hollywood will do that. Magic, you're out. We got McGwire's kid in. What do you mean? He's a sports legend. Magic, how many homers you hit? All right, enough said. McGwire's kid in there. He's got a high cum. People know who he is. We did some audience testing. Turns out, George Stephanopoulos, they know the kid more than him. We're putting the kid in. We'll give him a stint on Fox. All right. Mara?
Yes?
You're 21.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, okay, I've been seeing someone for about 3 years now. Well, actually, 3 years last month. And I moved here about 5 months ago. And, I mean, before then I was so, like, you know, I never dreamed of, like, thinking about another person. I was, like, just...
Yeah. All right, get to the part where you're cheating.
Yeah, well, I'm not cheating.
No, you're just thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it.
My show came on, yo. You know how it goes, Adam.
And
oh, yeah. You're hot for James, sorry?
Who?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks, yo.
He's like the Black Ronnie Dangerfield, this James. Just show him some respect.
Mark, what's your question here?
Okay, my question is, you know, I thought I was in love. I mean, I feel like I am. To this day, I'm you know, if he was here, I'd be with him. But I'm thinking about other things, and I don't know, you know, does that mean I don't love him? Does that mean I'm making a mistake?
Now, how far away is your boyfriend?
Las Vegas. I'm living in Santa Monica. That's about 4 or 5 hours.
How long have you been gone?
5 months. I saw him last month, though, on our anniversary. And I talked to him daily.
You know what? A relationship, in order to be maintained, needs maintenance.
What's he doing in Vegas?
Nothing.
Seriously.
See, that's why I came down here. I came down because I was sick of doing nothing. I wanted to go to school. I just started school.
Man, he's doing nothing in Vegas.
This relationship is changing, Mara. You may actually have loved him, but love is not always eternal, and relationships change, especially at your age. And you may be seeing things in him as you grow in your direction. As you mature and become more competent, you may see things in him. You outgrow him.
Well, the whole reason you're apart.
How can I outgrow love, though? You know, I was. I mean, there's something like I feel like I'm just giving up if I.
Listen, I had a bike I loved when I was a kid. I don't know where that thing is today.
You will love again.
I never think about it.
And it will be a better relationship.
I think that bike's humping someone else's bike.
Just because you love somebody doesn't mean it's a good or a healthy relationship or good for you.
It's drunk. It's humping a Keno girl at Circus.
You're 21. I mean, people have...
Forget about this notion of love you have.
Yeah.
Listen, you know, people are always talking about unconditional. Love's conditional. The person that you're with can't be a junkie.
Yeah.
They have to be employed. They have to respect you. They can't smack you. There's all kinds of conditions. If you got somebody who just wants to basically just gather moss on their ass while they sit in Las Vegas, she outgrew him 5 months ago. She packed up, and she went out to do something. Right?
Yeah.
That's when the relationship ended. Okay. But everyone knows. I mean, James, you were in relationships when you were younger.
Yeah.
You thought they'd never end.
Right.
What a tragedy.
It's a tough one, man.
Oh.
Bullet to bite, yeah. But you get over it.
Yeah, and remember this thought? I can't picture them with someone else and me with someone else. How, like, when you're 18, 19, 17, 22, 24, whatever it is, the idea that they're going to marry somebody else, have kids with somebody else, whatever, it seems like it's almost unthinkable.
All the friendships you've developed with other people.
Yeah, what about all their friends?
Yeah.
Then you have about 10 of those, and you go, okay, who cares? But my friends have gotten the speech so many times, they're not going to listen anymore. But here's the thing, too, a quick message to the friends. Don't start talking crap immediately after the breakup.
Because they get back together.
Yeah, here's what happens. Drew dumps his wife, and then he comes into the show and says, I got some bad news. Me and Susan broke up. And then I immediately start in, oh, thank God.
Yeah, right.
She was like a ball and chain around your neck. Man, she was holding you down, and you were drowning in the deep end. That crazy broad, she came on to me once. I'll tell you. And she was all coked up. And then he comes back the next day. We got back together. We worked it out.
You a-hole.
She's a beautiful one. Oh, she's beautiful. I wish you guys the best. They don't start talking smack until at least a month after they broke up.
Right.
That's everyone's instinct is to talk about how horrible the person they dumped was.
Oh, that's bad.
Right. All right. We'll take a break.
This This has been LoveLine. The views expressed on LoveLine are not necessarily those of the staff, the management, or the sponsors of this radio station. And are probably not the views of Westwood One Entertainment. LoveLine is produced by Ann Wilkins Ingle. Now, please listen to this station longer.